I hope you're having an amazing day. My name is Colin, and in this video I will give you my experience and the thousands of dollars I made participating in the LaunchZone IDOs. So I am on the LaunchZone website right now, the ultimate DeFi platform. But before we get started, none of this information is for financial advice. It is all for entertainment purposes only. Little disclaimer. The ultimate DeFi platform. So they have swapping available, they have a pool, and they have the Launchpad. I will give you everything you need to know about LaunchZone in this video because the whole platform is quite complicated, especially the different style of allocation that they have, how it's set up, but I will walk you through it step by step. So if you watch till the end of this video, you have a complete understanding of LaunchZone, which is currently my #1 launchpad in terms of profitability, and the amount of launches that they do is absolutely great. So it's actually quite simple. 3 parts of the platform: swapping, which basically like PancakeSwap, but then it's called LZ Swap, the pools, then the Launchpad, right? 3 parts of the platform. So once you go to swap, that's where we go first, which is quite boring. See, it's just a simple swap. So you connect your wallet, you type in what you want to swap, and their main token is LaunchZone, right? Which has been performing really well over the last couple of days, right? So it's gaining a lot of attention, especially because platforms like Defi have become really expensive, no allocation. LaunchZone is doing this a lot better. So if we look at the 1-month chart, I was very lucky to get in right about here. So I paid about $4 for my tokens, and I have quite a bit. And then it went all the way up. So I'm already in big profits just on holding the LaunchZone token, which for you as a new investor, if you're perhaps looking into this platform, might not be ideal, right? I'm just saying. However, I think the LZ Finance has a lot higher to go. So this will very soon, according to my own price prediction, which is not financial advice, but I think it would go to $10 easy, right? Still not a big problem because you do not need to allocate that many coins, fortunately, compared to other platforms like, for example, Defi, right? So on the swapping, very basic, you get your gas and everything, all good. Now you have all kinds of different options, which is kind of annoying about LZ, that every time it opens a new browser where you click, where they have a different kind of menu. So they need to sort that out, make it a little bit more easy. But right now it's on swap, and you see it's a subdomain, but we also have the app, right, which is easier. So if you go to the app, then you have the swap, the debank, the pool, and the pad. So this is what I always use, and obviously I'm on the pad because I'm interested in the IDOs, Initial Dex Offerings, right? They have 4 coming up, which I think 4 in 10 days is amazing, where there's one today, there's one yesterday, there was one the day before yesterday, there was one before that, and before that it was about 4 or 5 days when Ninneko. So Ninneko was the first one I participated in. It was a tremendous success, right? I made a lot of money on that offering, which I will show you in a little bit. Then I was not fast enough for the NFT rare. I was not fast enough for the NFT comments. They went by really fast. I was not interested in this NFT, so I skipped that one. I got my Dragonkart allocation. I got my Dynasty allocation for today, which I will participate in. And then obviously I'm whitelisted for all the other projects already, which is great. Okay, so first of all, the allocation rounds and options, right? So what you need to be aware of is that there are 3 different levels when it comes down to the LZ projects, right? Which, let me get the docs. They have some kind of documentation. Oh, I have to pull it up because it's quite complicated. So they have some information here. So there are Initial Dex Offerings right here, right? So the IGO guide, how to claim the whitelist, how to do this, how to do that. There are 3 different rounds. I'm just going to open, let's say, Dynasty, right? All right, perfect. You have Diamond round, Diamond hand round, membership round, whitelist round. 3 different rounds, yes? very important. If we go to the diamond hands, which they explain it quite complicated, it's not that complicated, right? But it's very important you pay some attention, because it could be, the first time I read it, I had to read it 5 times. I had to ask the admins in Telegram, because their explanation is not that good. How to participate in the diamond hands. So if you want to participate in the diamond hand round, which basically gives you guaranteed allocation. This is the only pool on LaunchZone that gives you guaranteed allocation. You need to lock your tokens in the platinum pool. See, that's my Telegram community. By the way, I'm giving away $100 in Bitcoin every single week in my Telegram group. If you're interested in some like-minded individuals, if you want to know what I keep doing, check the description down below, join, and you might get $100 worth of Bitcoin this week. You need to basically put your LZ tokens in what they call the platinum pool, right? So if you go to platinum.lz.finance, this is the platinum pool where they have private sales. So how this specifically works is going to be more complicated. LaunchZone as a platform is also an investor, which means they get allocation from other launchpads, right? Like BinStarter, like Defi perhaps. So they participate in other platform IDOs, and that allocation is redistributed on the back end to the main investors, which lock their tokens for at least 6 months. So on the LaunchZone Platinum, your tokens are locked for 6 months. Very important. You cannot withdraw your tokens. So if you click join now, I have 90 LZ because I need that later. And it says lock your LZ, have guaranteed amount in our future IDO. Your allocation ratio will be your locked amount. Lock time duration 6 months. If you go to more information, it will take you, well, it should take you to the docs, right? And it pairs basically in steps of 20. So it's 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, all the way to 100,000, right? So the total locked amount right now is almost 3 million LaunchZone tokens, right? What is important is the more you stake, the more you get. Right? Or not staking, which because you don't get APY, it's the more you lock, the more you get in terms of allocation. It also says it right here. Individual allocation proportionally to your share of locked LZ guaranteed, right? So it might change depending on how many people join, how many people take out, which I would say is risky, right? Is risky. However, you can see most of these pools, they don't fill. So there's a lot of allocation left, which I think is great. This is a huge opportunity. This is something that I've been looking into. But I think with my portfolio, which is about right now $125,000, I think locking for 6 months, and if I would lock at least 25,000, is too much risk, because I see that the bear market will come soon, which I don't want to have my tokens locked during that period. So, but they have some cool coins, Comic Coin, Heroes TD, Dynasty, Ninneko. So you can see that first, even Dragonkart, first they give an opportunity on the private sale of Platinum memberships, and then 2 to 4 weeks, maybe 6 weeks later, usually these coins also IDO on the front end of the Launchpad, right? So to summarize the Platinum pool, lock your tokens for 6 months, get access to private deals on the back end in which you can participate proportionally to your share of locked LZ. In addition, on the front end, you are allowed to have guaranteed allocation, again, proportionally to your amount of locked LC on the back end. Participate in IDOs on the front end. So projects on the back end, project on the front end. Back end meaning platinum.lz.finance. Front end meaning any regular IDO, right? So I hope that makes sense. Opportunity cost, of course, locking your tokens for 6 months is a long time. Huge benefit, private sales, and the guaranteed allocation on the front end. Okay, so that's everything regarding the Platinum pool. You cannot unstake or withdraw your tokens for a duration of 6 months. only for big players, I would say. However, there is another level, which is called membership round, which I am a member of, which if I go to the diamond hand round, you see I cannot add any allocation. It says your allocation 0. But on the membership round, I am a member. Very important to note, although you are a member, there are many members, which means it's still first come, first serve. You literally have, well, on the Dragonkart example from yesterday, where we participated in, I got in, fortunately on my allocation, 2 seconds sold out. 2 seconds. The button opens, you need to be ready, they count out the blocks, right? So you click on membership round. I have a $100 allocation for Dynasty. It says your allocation. Now it says not in time. It will count down the blocks right here. As soon as the block hits 0, you need to click confirm in MetaMask. You can up your gas fee if you want, but usually it's fine. Confirm, confirm. It loads, and it either will say success or failed. If you usually up the gas fee manually, you're too late. It's already sold out, right? The bar moves basically here from a 0 to 100%. You can't even blink, right? You need to be fast. And that's why the first come, first serve is of course a little risky, especially when I tell you what you need to do to be able to participate in the LaunchZone membership. So what you have right here is an explanation, which is not really that great, but you basically need to stake liquidity, provide liquidity, right? So if we go back to the LaunchZone website, then you can go to pool. So go to pool.lset.finance, and then you can choose one of 3 pools. You can choose this one, or this one. Yeah, to basically provide liquidity for. Each of these pools will give you access to a specific Telegram group, which is private only. Right? I did LSAT USDT. I ended up in a group being managed in Chinese. So I basically removed that. I joined the BUSD, which an admin recommended me, a Chinese admin. So that already took 2 days for him to explain to me that I should switch. It's like a Chinese Vietnamese group. Not ideal. I think they should communicate that beforehand, because you also get like benefits from that group. And then the LSAT BUSD is in English. So that's what I did. I took this one. You get rewards in LSAT P, which is only 282 right now, and the LSAT P, I mean, it's worthless, I think. If I show you how much it actually is, it's a joke. See, it's like very, very little. It's like a token that you get. I don't really know. I haven't really investigated on what to do with it. But my LP token staked is 1166. Which is about 500 LSAT, which is the minimum on this side. So the minimum to be in the membership group is 500 LSAT, which right now would be 500 times 7.5. What do we got? We got like 4.5K. Got the cool Excel here. $3,700. That's not that bad, right? Wrong. Because you need to provide the liquidity against another 3,700, which is obviously the pairing, right? So it is LSAT against BUSD. So this is your LSAT amount here, and this is your BUSD amount, which basically your total investment would then be 7,400, which my investment at the time was just under 5,000 when I did it myself. That's why I said, is it 4,000 something? Because that's what I did at the time, but the price has gone up quite rapidly. Obviously here you have the problem with the liquidity now, probably that you withdraw, you get less LSAT and more BUSD, but that's a problem for a different video. All right, so now you have your token staked and everything. You need to go, once you have completed this, back to the Launchpad and then click on pool. Once the tokens are staked, right? And then you go here, details, and then you need to activate this, right? Basically the same thing, and then you can see that everything is working here. What they have is quite annoying. So the LaunchZone platform works with a bot, a Telegram bot, which every time you need to interact with. So with the Platinum, to be able to activate it, you need to talk with the bot. With the membership, to activate it, you need to talk with the bot. So a lot of people do this and they forget to activate the membership in the Telegram bot. And if you do not do this, you type -membership. It will ask you which pool did you provide liquidity for. You select your pool. It will ask you confirm by sending like 1/100th of LZ to this address in MetaMask. I sent this to this address. You take the transaction ID, you provide it to the bot, and the bot says confirmed your membership. Here's an invite to the Telegram group, and then you can join it, right? Basically, that's how it works. So for the first time that I did the pool, I was in the pool, but I didn't do the bot, and then obviously you do not get any allocation, which is kind of fucked up, but they do not disclose the engagement with the bot, I think, properly. It is displayed somewhere, but it's not displayed that well. So I'm telling you, do not forget to talk with the bot. In this membership group on Telegram, they also show allocations for the Platinum group, right? So the Diamond Hands, what I spoke about before, the different allocation group. What they mentioned was quite interesting. I forgot to say that. Is that some of these max allocations, so your allocation depends on the amount of tokens you stake for 6 months, right? You lock for 6 months. Some of these allocations go up to $40,000 is the max allocation, right? So I don't know how many tokens you would have to provide. They don't disclose that, right? Because it depends, it's like a weighted average. But $20,000, $40,000 max allocation I see every other day for these projects. So if you're in the back end, and these projects also have different vesting than the front end, the opportunities could be huge, right? So that's the Platinum done, the membership done. We have one pool left before I show you how much money I made participating in LaunchZone IDOs. We are going to have a look at the whitelist round, right? The whitelist, quite simple. It's not that difficult, actually. You get all the information about the pool details, right? When it starts, so the Diamond Hands go first, then the membership, which we already discussed, and then the whitelist is last. What is important to note is that the Diamond Hands and membership rounds are BUSD participation on the Binance Smart Chain, and the whitelist round is in LZ participation, right? LaunchZone token. So you need to have the token, as I said before, when I showed you my token holdings, why I still have some additional apart from my liquidity providings is because of the whitelist rounds. That is also first come, first serve. For each of the project, basically per round, it will show you the starting block and the ending block, and usually there's a countdown timer right here. See, for the overall project. So approximately they give you a time indication, which is nice. The vesting obviously is very important and varies per project. Your allocation, but the individual allocation. So I got 100 BUSD that I can allocate, and if I click on whitelist, I'm also in the whitelist, and this is translating also to $100. So for Dynasty, I have $200 worth of allocation, which is vested over 10 months, which is not that great. Yesterday with Dragonkart, it was 33%. But I will show you it's definitely still worth it, because with Ninneko, I think we did a 54% return. With Dragonkart, we did like, when I sold, like a 20% return, 20 times return. So with Ninneko, 54 times the return, which is obviously tremendous. And with Dragonkart, 20 times, which is still crazy, right? So this is first come, first serve, the whitelist, and you pay it in LaunchZone token. What is very important to note is that, again, you have to interact with the bot. What the great thing is to participate in the whitelist, you can do that beforehand. So on Telegram, they announce, and Twitter as well, when the whitelist opens. So I am whitelisted for all these projects already. So for the next 10 days, I'm already whitelisted. And basically they draw from the whitelist who is allowed to participate. You need to interact with the bot. Again, you type -whitelist to the bot. They will give you the options of the projects you are allowed to select. Then you select the project you want to participate in, and then you need to send the verification hash again. So very small transaction to the bot to confirm your entry. Now let's talk about money, right? And again, first come first serve whitelist round, it's gone in a second. 1 second, it's sold out. So you need to be fast. Fast internet, fast movement, right? Let's talk about Ninneko first. Yeah, this is the first one I joined, which the diamond hand pool I had no allocation for. The membership pool I had no allocation for by mistake. And the whitelist pool I had allocation, right? So I got 10,000 Ninneko, which was, let me see, 5% TGE, then 9%, 9.5% each month. After what? I don't know. After 1 month cliff or whatever. So at the time it was 31.25 LSAT, which came out to $150, right? So we got $150 allocation. Now I put in $150 and I basically, what I got was 10,000, right? 10,000 tokens. So let's put it, Ninneko, $150 for 10,000 tokens. But I only got 5%. So far I could only sell 500 tokens, which I didn't even sell yet. I'm still holding them because the price very much fluctuates still. Anyway, it comes down to a price per token. That's the wrong way. Of about 1.5 cents, right? This is the price today, 24 cents. And it has been quite a significant bit higher, right? So this is the chart since launch. So it has been going up and down. So basically on launch, when I launched, it went all the way up to $1.70, and obviously then it came crashing down. So probably when the tokens were unlocked, somewhere out here, there was a huge dump to like 34 cents, which was about 2 hours after lunch. And then it kept quite stable. There's some big buy orders, as you can see. Maybe they're bots, maybe not, but it keeps quite stable between 20 and 30, right? So right now it's 24, but earlier this morning it was at 30 still. Was it yesterday morning? Yeah, but it's moving good. So basically on 24 cents, you already have a 20 times return, right? Which is great. The all-time high was 54 times the return, but 20 times the return is obviously amazing. 20x. Now keep in mind the vesting, right? The vesting is very important. But if I would drop the token right now, how much would we get? $120, which basically means if I wait for it to sell at like 32, which it will go up to again, oh, I can even do it a little bit lower. Yeah, so 30 cents, which probably it will reach again later today or tomorrow. I'm going to drop my 500 tokens. I get my investment back, right? And all the 95% of tokens I'm still to get across a period of 10 months are all profit, right? That's the idea. And on LaunchZone it's quite annoying because you need to go back and claim the tokens. They're not being airdropped into your wallet. So you need to keep a proper spreadsheet of when to claim, how much to claim, just to make sure that everything moves well. All right, so this is Ninneko, right? Great, good potential project. If you look at the game itself, right, they shared some information already on the inside gameplay the other day, and it caused like a little bit of a spike. So the website is a little fucked up right now, but you can only see the top. Oh, there we go. This is crazy slow loading. It's cool, mate. It's cool. Like, I like this project. I don't mind being having long vesting. I only mind having long vesting, and usually in that case I don't invest if the product is crap, right? But this looks good. They're very active. They do a lot of announcements, like literally every single day. The Telegram is moving. The Twitter is there's being tweets. So they keep you up to date, which I like. Everything looks good. It looks like a fun game. So definitely long-term profitability. I don't want to say guaranteed because never guaranteed, but present. Yeah, in my opinion, present. The 95% will get good money for that. Yesterday, we participated in the Dragonkart IDO, right? Which I got membership round, which I already claimed about 200 worth, sold it. And the whitelist round, I got allocation, but I wasn't fast enough. So with the membership round, I was fast enough, and then an hour later on the whitelist round, I was not fast enough, unfortunately. But at least I got 600 cart, which went a little parabolic, but I will tell you why. So right now it's trading at $2.11, where the price for Dragonkart was only 16 cents. Right, 0.16. And right now is, so let me do the same thing. So invested, I invested how much? How much did I invest? $100, yeah? Yeah, $100. So invested $100. Tokens that I got was times 6.25, 625 tokens. Because one USD is 6.25 cart, which basically is 16 cents per token, right? And the vesting is 33% per month. So on unlock, we received yesterday 206 tokens, which then I already dumped for a price of about $2.70, which means that even on the first initial vesting, I made like 5.5 times the amount of money, and we still have about 1,000 in potential more profit once the other tokens are unlocked, right? 3 months. So 15x estimated, 15 times, which is not as good as Ninneko with 20 times, but obviously there's, I would say, no easier way to make money than participating in these things. In my opinion, that's why they're great, that's why they're amazing. So if you want to stay up to date, subscribe to the channel, like this video, join the Telegram where I talk about these IDOs every single day, what we're doing, how much we're investing, that kind of stuff. But then again, always do your own research. Overall, that Dragonkart experiment was quite cool. But what happened here, right? The price went to like $72. Well, the tokens were locked on the first hour. So this happens sometimes, which makes sense. So they launched the project, and there's like bots and snipes and whatever they do to trade to make profit, and it all comes crashing down. Basically an hour later, as soon as the tokens are unlocked. So Dragonkart decides to launch on PancakeSwap and I think Gate.io, and they said in the first hour that we trade on the market, we're not going to release the tokens yet. Where Ninneko basically went live and released the tokens the same minute, what usually happens is a big dump. What they didn't expect is for so many people to buy, pump the price, and then for it to come crashing down. So now they have an all-time high of $70, which they will probably never ever reach again, right? But then again, we look at the chart from this point of view. Basically, here's where the trading really started, right at this bottom point, and it's moving between like 4.5. Well, those are the peaks, right? So today, 330 to about $2. It's slowly moving down in a downward trend. So if we look at the line graph, you can see from here, from this point, it's like slowly moving down. But I think it will keep stable about $2. I hope, at least. Nonetheless, even if we would go down to $1, it's super profitable, right? Looking at the pad launches coming up, we got like Canon Crypto, not my favorite. Look at the to be raised amount, $150. So Ninneko was going to raise 30 million, and what was the rate? So I think this is 200,000 they're going to raise on Ninneko, and I got $150 allocation. Dragonkart was going to raise, can I do it real quick? So it's a weird amount, 1.6 million divided by 4-ish. 350,000, yeah, 350,000, and I got $100 allocation. So 150,000 will give you like a $50 allocation. Suki MOBA, I'm probably gonna skip 80,000, which gives you a really small allocation. Chain Wars, even if I get a small allocation, I like the concept. I've already checked out the website and everything. It looks really cool. I'm going to participate in this one guaranteed. I'm also going to participate in this one. I'm just not as hyped about it because the returns will be small. Maybe I make 500 bucks, all good, right? But if I'm playing with my portfolio on a large, bigger size, then it's not as significant, right? This is the project I'm most looking forward to, Galaxy War. They're gonna raise a serious amount. It's going to be USDT, which I think for this project I can get like, hopefully $250, maybe $200 twice. Membership and whitelist, 400 bucks, go times 10, hopefully 4K. That would be a very, very good return. What's important is they announced the vesting literally 1 day before the IDO happens usually, or you need to ask an admin in Telegram, which is what I usually do. I like to know beforehand. It's usually best to not ask LaunchZone admins because they're not that responsive. It's better just to go to the project directly, unless they refer you back to LaunchZone, of course, right? Which often happens. What you could also do usually is, if there's no information available, just go to Suki MOBA, see which launchpads they use, check out a different launchpad that have the information, or just go through the white paper because it's always in there, right? Tokenomics. This is basically the entire LaunchZone platform, how to participate in the IDOs, the past profit that I personally was able to generate, which I'm grateful for, and the next projects coming up. So Platinum Pool, private, 6-month lock, backend and front-end IDOs, private sales, membership round, first come, first serve, no guaranteed allocation, need to put liquidity of about 7,400, which will give you between a $100 and $250 allocation, first come, first serve in the IDOs, and then you have the whitelist, just communicate with the bot. Don't forget, the bot is consistent in the process, which is quite annoying, but part of the game. I'm super excited about these IDOs. If you are too and are looking for more information or to participate, remember, join the Telegram down below. We can have a chat about everything that is going to happen. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Help share this channel to other people. Subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you in the next one.